All right. Test. Sorry about that. Well, I just went through a whole lecture for no reason, but it was about averaging down. Yeah, at $85. This had its pullback. I wanted to get in it at the view, around the VWAP. That would have been my first entry. But the way I was explaining it is when you know that this could potentially go down further and you might have to average down, you want to start small and finish big. So, for example, let's say I'm getting in here at, let's say, at 82.22, right? There I'll put in 1500. And then on my next entry at 79.30, I'll put in 3500. That's 5 grand altogether, right? And then if it goes down to whatever, 80.61, then I'll put 5 grand again. This keeps your averaging down so that your stock is at a nice price. But let me call Tony. Tony is a little busy today. I'm sorry. I know a lot of new people came into the group, but he still will be jumping on. I'm going to patch him in right away. I see him texting. I don't know if he got called in or not. You have to go to like the doctor or something like that. Can't find the.
Good morning, folks.
Good morning, Tony. How are you
How
feeling
you
this
doing?
morning?
Good, good. I'm in the doctor's office, so like today's a little bit rough day. And well, we got good picks today. We got BNTX. I put the bids in there. We got that BMRN. We also put some bids in there. MIRM. That one there, I don't know if it's going to get filled on the bids. It's kind of high at 11. I only like it. I like 9 and change. I posted it there. But I definitely like the BNTX and the BMRN. I think it'll give you at least 2 or 3 points on the bounce play on those two. And all the stocks that were given last week, the MDB, the SAGE, and the SRPT that's gapping this morning. For those who are still in it,
Oh,
they're
yeah. Look at MDB.
they're-
SRPT. Looks good. And
and,
what else?
and Sage, SAGE, they're all
Oh,
gapping up.
Sage, yeah.
Right. So they should follow through today, tomorrow. But like I said, the BNTX, their bid place today. Just put the bids on there, and for those who don't know what bids are, you explain to them. It's stocks that
Yes.
gap up because we trade off the gaps that's off of earnings,
Right.
and these stocks have like FDA approvals, and bid plays up stocks that come down and they hit a certain level off the chart, and then they
Right.
bounce back.
You can
So
literally
you put
play
your
your bid play off the level two. I mean, that's where the term bid comes from. You play your bid
yeah
like right off here. You could say, I'm going to put a bid here, here, here. And then if it hits, it hits. And a lot of people, say, why would you do that? Why would you want to, like if the stock's going to take off, why are you buying stocks that are going down? Well, it's a certain understanding you have to have of the charts to see that it's going to
right.
pivot at that point. Not all stocks just go straight up. They come down to a
Well,
certain
sometimes
point.
sometimes they just open up and they just take off like rocket ships, like we
That
had on
happens too.
Friday. That SRPT.
Yep. That's like a
Yeah,
breakout play. That's
yeah.
what
And
that's
look at that AXSM.
yeah, that's
Try to
that's
see
my pick
like
of the day. I'm watching that one hard, but
try like around the $80 level. I'm
yeah.
not too crazy about it because it's like about 5 ranges on the chart at the high. Those usually go higher, but
Well, here's the
you know
thing
it's
about it. It's they just passed phase three, so their drugs coming
right,
to the market for a drug for major depressive disorder. So
right.
that's like huge. I mean, this whole country's
Yeah.
depressed.
Well, sometimes it could be factored into the price already, and the
True.
stock will just sell off all day and go down to like $70, and then
Very
tomorrow
true.
will make a move. I've seen that happen a lot of times.
Yeah, that's why.
There's too many levels on the chart for that one to pick that one. I mean, you have to be literally technically fast getting in, and if you're wrong, you have to get out. So I won't recommend it to the group, something
Okay.
like that. But that BNTX, the AMRN, I mean the BNTX and
BNTX and you like
Yeah.
MIRM?
Yeah, BMRN and BNTX. I just got this text on the other line. That's all. And I like like the BMRN 8210, 8220. I think that stock's gonna pull back and have a nice bounce. And that BNTX, like I said, 3610,
You
3620,
say 82
35
an 82 bid on this one here? This BRMRN?
BMRN.
Yeah.
Barry, Mary, Robert, Nancy. Yes, yes. About 8220, 8210 bid around there. And the BNTX, I like that one between 3550 to 3620 bid. You play with it. You buy 100 shares, 200 shares, or whatever
Right.
your account,
I was
whatever you
just
could afford. And
explaining how you kind of wanna you're doing like buying and bids. You kind of
right.
you know that there might be a next step. So have capital
Yeah.
ready for that. Don't put all your
Right.
money on the first bid, you know?
It's very hard. It's very hard to give an exact price on everything. But a rough price is, you got to play with the price, give it a rough price because there's more than one entry on a stock, and and the same thing on the exit part. The exit part is more like 1 or 2 points or at the end of the range on the chart to get out of the stock. The entry level could be a little funny sometimes. Sometimes it's $1, or it could be like $1 within the dollar, the entry level, within the dollar range off a bid price. So that stock there, like I said, 35.50, 36.20. It gets to 35.20, 35.10. I even buy more and more and more of it around that because I think it has a 5 point range. The stock could definitely go to $40 or $39. The first range is at least 38.75 on it off
What's
the
your bid
bounce.
on Miram, MIRM?
Like that one there, I'm not sure. I would have to go with like 9.20, 9.30 bid on that one. $9.10, $9.20, $9.30
It's
bid
right
on
around,
that.
yeah. I think 9:30 sounds good. 9:30.
It overran.
Got the 200-day moving average right there. I lost you.
Hold on.
Yeah. You still there?
I'm just
All
looking at
right, I
one
hear
more
you. I
too.
hear you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I got
Whoa,
those two in.
BNTX just made a big move. Just shot up to 38. From
Okay.
36.
Let's wait. Let's from 36 to 38. Okay. Let's get it down to the same bid. Let's keep the bid the same on that.
All
Let me
right.
just look at this other one, PTI. Hold on 1 second. Let me go quickly look at it.
BNTX. Yeah, yeah, no, he can't. He's not. He's doing all this from his phone because he's in the doctor's office. But um,
Okay. We're just waiting for those two. We're just waiting for that, and the same bid, same
same
everything.
bid. So I'm gonna take like a 35 bid on BNTX first entry. But that's probably all it's gonna go to, and then bounce. That's what you said, right? You have 36.20 to 35. Oh, plus now with the new pop up. All right, I'll go 36.20 on my new bid. On my bid, yeah. I'm not even in range here. At least I'm in range here. 36.20.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
let's just watch it here. Let's see what's going on here. We got 1 minute left here. Getting in on this bids here. The NCX. We gave that PTI last week at like $4. That stock actually go to $5 today. That was another gap play. That was another gap trade that keeps going up. Still like the BMRN uh, and that BNTX. Watching the MIRM here.
All right, we're getting ready for the market to open here. What's your favorite pick? What's your top pick? Quick.
I like BNTX, to be honest
B-
with you.
BNTX is
Yeah, let's watch it go down. Let's see what happens. Hold back.
Tony's top pick.
Here we go, 38. Now it's down to like 37 or
37,
76.
750. 37.13. Nice pullback. AXSM kind of flat. Roku. This BMRN should be getting filled soon.
Yeah, sure, right here.
Oh, there goes AXSM. Missed it. That was a market buy. You had to buy that on market.
$84. It's very. Not really. You don't know that yet. Just.
It could pop down, right?
Mhm. MIRM here. Watch this very carefully here. This. Here's the BNTX coming down, guys.
BNTX coming down.
BRM.
Nice. Very close to
BRM.
my bid.
You got filled on the BMRN, right?
BMRN. No. Maybe I put my bid to. Oh no, yeah. There's a lag on here. Wow. Roku is tanking to.
BMRN, I got filled on my bid here. 82.20, 82.30. That's. You go back and you look at the bids on that one. BMRN. BNTX is coming down to the bid.
That BMRN is gonna fill any minute.
They got filled already.
Yeah,
I
no, I
told you
know. I'm having
82.20.
an issue here. I don't know. I have to see
Oh,
something. Um, okay, yeah, I got filled on that. I got filled on BNTX. The only thing I didn't get filled on is MIRM,
yeah,
which
we're
is
leaving that one alone.
leaving that one alone, guys. You're leaving that one alone. AXSM looking interesting on this pullback. AXSM.
I don't like to buy. Yeah, I will probably buy like within the 80s. Look it to go down to 80. I'm not crazy about it.
And for it
I'm
to
in
go down to like
BMRN,
80, 80, like
and here's that
flat.
BNTX that's coming down also to another bid, another buy, little buy point.
Hold on. Yeah, that's a tough one there. Um, ROKU.
We got filled on BNTX.
Roku, I like it at this 132 level. Let me see that, make sure it doesn't blow through it. BNTX, I got filled. Uh, yeah, I got filled. What do you see BNTX going to?
So I could go back to 38, 39. 38.75 I called before for like the top end of the range, and look where it opened around there, 38.75.
Okay. I'm liking Roku here. I'm gonna
There's
maximize
that
sell.
AXSM here, the $80 level here.
It's at the $80 level. Okay. Um, dang it. All right, let me get to
You know, it just broke 80. The next level 75, and if it goes to 81, the stock's going 88 again.
taking some Roku at 131. Stop loss if it goes below 129. This could go up 10 points today.
You guys should be in BNXM here. We definitely got filled here at 35 and change.
Um, yeah, I'm in BNXM. Uh, BNXM. Yeah, yeah.
BNTX.
BNTX. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, that's not right. BNTX. This would be a good entry still, no? You think? 36.13.
Yeah, yeah.
So even
35,
here,
6,
if you didn't get in yet,
36,
you still got a
20,
chance.
35, 36. I'm adding more BNTX here.
Roku's taking off right at this point. You're adding more BNTX here. I think I better. And you think it'll go back to 38? That's it?
Should break the highs or go near the, at least go near the highs there.
All right. Look at this fall on AXSM. You know that's gonna pivot. The problem is we're so far from everything, so far from the MA envelope, so far from everything on that one. The pivots.
GAXM. That's why I said keep away from that. I would keep away. I would actually look at it like let me see where I actually it's getting to a buy point right now. Soon, I'm gonna look right here to see where I would buy it. If I get in there, 45, 50.
PNCX.
Probably like $70 level.
70 flat, 71.
About 70. Yeah, 71. So you should have got in BMRN,
Yeah, I'm just
BMTX.
holding that. Oh, there's a chance for a nice chance for entry here. Just dropped down to 35. AXSM giving a little pull there. Roku's taking off. All right. It's at that 132 level. It's a dangerous level. Just got really quiet. I just noticed that.
Yeah. So I'm getting called in the office right now. I'm gonna come back on when I'm done. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Tom. Okay. I don't like this resistance here. You gotta get out of 132 on this one. I'm making entries. Roku, BNTX. That's it. AXSM looks good now. I think that this is the pivot. Um, Let me trade. Go ahead. I'm gonna go small at first, like 200 buy. Something's holding me up. What was that other one? BMRN. Light on funds. On this, how do I add more funds on this? There's got to be a way. But I like AXSM right now. You know what? Maximize sell, time and sales. No, active trader. I'm gonna sell these to get into AXSM. All right. Made $84 on them too, but I'm just getting out so I can get into AXSM right here. I really, really want it bad. How much was AXSM? I had 300 and then I could get 300 of these then. Boom. That's gonna be a great trade. Wish I would have got in. Down at 75. I wish I would have got in. Ooh, you can't even get options on that one. AX. RM. Can't even get options on this one. AXRM. No, 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 no. You stay Roku. This looks good. BNCX is definitely gonna pop up. MIRM. What is that? Miramax. This is gonna pop up. This is good. What was the entry on this? Did I get filled on this? No. Huh. Well, I'm gonna change the gappers. I'm sorry. I still have the morning gappers, which technically work, but it's better to have Alpha Predator up on here. Um, way better to have Alpha Predator. Alpha Predator's looking at Miramax, which we were just looking at, and action is heating up on the following. All right. I'm gonna put it like this, and so we were already watching their top stock. I got surfing on, so it should go through each one. There we go. GV. Ooh. See, good thing. Good thing nothing. Oh, I know where my funds are tied up on here. They're tied up all on where are we? Monitor on. I shouldn't have any funds tied up. Yeah, I guess Sage took a dump. Sage was up this morning. All right. I don't know. In my account, what am I holding on to? Okay. Uh, ooh, that's ugly. Very, very ugly. Come on, pop up here. This would be a good entry if it pops here. Um, and trade AXSM. Why is it doing that? AXSM. You have to buy. You can buy the 70. Oh my. Well, that can't be right. For $1,300. Sometimes you can, like if you hit buy, uh, you can change the strike. No, can't go any cheaper than 70. But you can go as expensive as $2.50. Ridiculous. So you can get, how much is it? 12.20 AXSM, but that would be such a bad idea, honestly. Tony thinks it's going to hit that 70 level and then start going up. How's the market doing? Market's up. Markets are up. No, markets are going down. Here goes Miramax or MIRM. This is the ones. Okay, so the action is heating up just means like the stock's basically starting to gap or did gap or increase of volume, or you can configure it any way you want. But when you look at the sort of um, standards, this basically tells you what is the action is heating up is. Now you can make any kind of, you can configure this any way you want. The way they have it set seems to be pretty good. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. And Perry, yeah, see Perry's taking off, and I like this in a 1 minute time frame. This gives me better perspective. Yeah, this thing is shooting up. Miramax. Um, the Miramax is great. This is one I didn't get in. Sorry, I don't even see the comments are not up. Cool beans. All right, there we go. Now I got the comments and stuff up. Beautiful. All right. 77 hitting the 200-day exponential moving average. It's got some support around that line. Perry just looks ridiculous. Looks amazing. Yeah, Perry looks incredible. No volume though. I hit it's more common than not recently, but you get these stocks that just kind of shoot up on barely any volume. What's the actual volume right now? It's only got 170,000 shares of volume. So Perry, while it's popping now, it doesn't have volume like Miram, CARV. Okay, that just gapped up. CARV. Here goes the BNTX. Create alert. It will gap. This definitely will gap. Just give it a second. And I'm in it too. Looks like Miriam's halted on a circuit breaker. Yeah, a lot of volatility in this one. This was a nice pick. Trying to see. Yeah. So if you ever take his class, you'll see where he got Mirum Pharmaceuticals from. It basically tells you to buy Mirum Pharmaceuticals. It also says you can punch things into the chart and it literally tells you what to do. Like, yeah, Roku's no good anymore. Um, wait, it's borderline. Well, let me see. What is Roku doing? Oh, well, yeah, that's obvious. It's free falling. What are you guys in? YouTube. I'm in BNTX ROKU. Doesn't make sense. Makes no sense. This is still saying that this is going to go up. This could go down all the way to 123. That's crazy. Come on. All right, it's starting to pivot. That makes sense. All right, if it pivots, it's got to pivot above 30. I didn't even know we were at 133 already. Oh, we opened at like 134. Okay. Yeah, we got to get back to 133.50. Otherwise, this is might as well sell it while it's on an upswing. But this looks like a very strong downtrend about to happen. BNCX, a little flat, a little low on volume right now. Let me punch it in the artificial intelligence and see what it says. Okay, so the BNCX artificial intelligence stop loss is around 35-ish. Looks like just a few cents north of 35. Profit target is around where Tony said. It was like 38, 37, around where it opened at. Well, it opened down here, technically. Oh, yeah, let's look up AXSM. It's about to break through its stop loss. But as Tony said, entry on this is not until it hits about 70, which is where it is, which means those options will be in the money in a minute. And their price went down significantly. Look at it, I guess prices are now 580, 780. I would buy those little puts right there for 40 cents a piece. I'm already in this too. Wow, look at MIRM is just killing it. That's artificial intelligence's number one pick right here. MIRM. SBRT, that's oh no, SRPT was ours. Uh not really moving all that much. CARV, kind of bouncy. Nice reversal on JCS. pops back down. I don't trust that one. What's this SIF? Low float. It's going down. Potential potential pivot on SIF. I bet you that's more than likely. How low did we go? MIRM. The hell? Okay. We should see. It's got to. I mean, we're at the freaking S1 over here. So I'm not selling at a pivot point, especially when it's giving me resistance. Screw that. Um, MIRM, man. You guys, you can make a buck off this easy. This would probably go. MIRM should go up to. Oh, it's super overextended right here. But let's see what they say here. This could go all the way to 1929, 1950. That's what this is saying. Look at that. You could still make one more point. What a freaking stock, man. What a freaking stock. What's my delta? That's that. That's it. Here we go. Finally, BNRX is moving. MIRX. Man, that thing was freaking off the wagon. Here goes Roku. I'm telling you, there's no way it was going through the S1. Not this. I've never seen it in its career go through the S1. I've seen it touch it, seen it play with it, and that's at its weaker points. But when I say the S1, I'm talking about the pivot point right here. It's at about 128.14, so it did technically pass it. It's probably done that. You can look at its history right here. Like right here, it just passed the S1. Um, but it has never like blown the S1 and just gone on to the S2. Not in its history. So, not happening today. Not at this price. Not even at a high price. keep in mind, stock's only a year old, year and a half old. Well, that could be another reason it's never hit its S1, it's S2. Oh, these are the text alerts from Tony's Trades and Investment Group. Damn, Tony had the bid at 9:20. This was a pullout. ONTX. ONTX. Look at this Miriam. Yeah, here we go. That was your point to buy. I should have put out an alert to buy right there. 'Cause that was the well, it broke the S1. So I was a little nervous. But right now, it's got nowhere to go but up. What is it gonna do? Retest the S1? Possibly, but not likely. Professional traders, institutions, algorithms, they all look at these things. They're gonna see the pivot on the S1, although it did break the S1. That's what worries me. If it was a rock, like a solid pivot, then yeah, you know you're good. Let's see if I can get. I want to average down here. Oh, I need. Where the heck? Why? Why? Why does it not have money? The money. The money. The money. Why does this thing not have the money? Sage. Is it finally going up? Because I know we own a bunch of it on the on the paper account. Yeah, Sage. It's moving. It's moving. Local BNTX. ASXM. I need your dollar, your dollar, your dollar is all I need. Come on, baby boy. BNTX, 500 shares, 190 profit. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. Absolutely. 1 point. That's 1 point. You can't get greedy. Actually, that's half a point. But I also need capital. So how do you add? Can I just add money? Default. Default. 1 billion. At least give me like a million. If you can give me a million, so I don't gotta deal with this keep running out thing. All right, so AXSM is killing me, but this is um the way that I would average that down. Ooh, dang! MIRM went above the profit target of the AI. It's way no. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, 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 hold on. That's pivots. That's pivots too. Um, Let me check out the price channels on here. Mm, we are so overextended. Uh, Looking at the wrong stock. AXSM, 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 AXSM. Oh, gonna average down. So initially I bought 300. Now I'm gonna buy 600, and if I buy again, it'll be 1200. Oh my God. You're not supposed to chase. I mean, but when you see a stock like this, man, it makes that decision not to chase very hard. Very, very hard. I hope did anybody scalp that? Because this is an easy scalp. But keep in mind, hold on, hold on. We are very extended in this one. Very, very extended. And is there even news on this one? Pre-NDA meeting for FDA, yeah. So some kind of news that is something I don't understand, essentially. Oh, I didn't mean to take a screenshot. I mean to minimize. Come on, Roku. Oh, that was the perfect purchase at the S1. If I had just been looking at the pivot points. I was not looking at the pivot points. What I was looking at, I'll show you right now. Um, I was looking at this horizontal resistance that has been support rather that has been in effect since its inception. You won't see it on this one. However, ye may see it. So now that to me looks like trend is definitely broken. A trader's best friend, a day trader's best friend, is the 9-day moving average. The 9-day moving average will pretty much conform to your trend. So it's still above the 9-day, so it could still go up. Second it goes below that 9-day, I would question it. I would question it. Here goes AXSM starting to take off now. All right, here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna add my final lot since I don't think it's gonna go back down. I just think it's gonna go up from here. All right, so here we go. This looks like this is ending. People are gonna look for somewhere else to put their earnings. Hopefully they go to the largest gapper today. I know Miram's the largest gapper today. Well, hopefully they go to the second largest gapper today. Did anybody make money on Miram? That was one of Tony's picks. Tony picked Miram at 9.19. Oh yeah, let me show you that chart. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. What we might see here, you got your shoulder, your head. Give me a shoulder. Upside down head and shoulders. And then we might see a takeoff. And I see Roku closing in positive territory today, man. It's just looking at the channel. There's so many lines and drawings on here. You might not be able to make sense of this. Um, but this is a key line right here. When we go below that line, it's okay. It's hard to explain. For some reason, I don't know why on Thinkorswim it does this, but these all these little dip outs you see are actually still all right. Like let's go to a 20-day. Like right now, it has that as poking out, but it's really not. It's really not. And I don't know why on Thinkorswim it does this, but it does. All right. So here we go. We got a I don't know what you call that candle. It's not a hammer. It's not a spinning top. Followed by I mean that candle's following three white soldiers. Then in all reality, anything can happen here. The trend could continue. But if the trend is to continue, I want to know where the top is, where this resistance is. Um, got a little cup of handle thing going on here. Hopefully that completes. Oh, sheesh. I gotta be out. I got out of this BNCX way too early. It went up to 37. Miram's coming down. It broke the 9-day moving average. Axum's kind of flat. Give that about 10 minutes, and that's going to start moving. Roku is completing a cup and handle, also slash kind of head and shoulders formation. If you know anyone with a shoulder way bigger than the other. And the importance of this is us getting back above that line. It's essentially where Roku needs to go. Dang, BNCX is crazy. It would have been good to have limits at 37. You would have got filled. But then again, I'm trading Tony's picks without him, doing the best I can. But MIRM, what a view. What a view. Now, I mean, listen, Tony taught me how to trade, so I know how he found these stocks. Um, I want to say I know where how he gets his bids, which I do, but that's also a matter of perspective because there's multiple things that can make you pick your bid or not. So you might pick your bid based off of one thing, and I might pick up my bid based off something else, and one's not necessarily right or wrong. It's just one's a better spot. I'm you know, the breakout king. There you go. Here goes AXSM. That was the perfect purchase. Um, and I think that puts my text alert. Me and Tony both had great text alerts today. Let's just put it that way. I told you to buy this at 132 on Friday. You're probably pissed at me. Well, don't be because it's at 133 now. Um, great, great, great day. What was me? I picked. Make sure I don't show anything. Let's see here. All right, so not terrible. First entry 81.89. I don't even think you would have been able to do that. Oh yeah, you would have. 81.89. So you would have got in here. Second entry 79. Third entry 75. So you would have got in where I'm at. And you go heavier each one. I explained that in the text alert. So if you have $10,000, first entry 81.89, you buy 1,500. Second entry 79.70. You buy 3,500. Last entry you go heavy by 5,000, or should be really double. Should be double of your second entry 7,000. And that would actually average you at, I'll tell you right now. Actually, that's going to take a minute to calculate. But you'd be averaged at about between 81, heavy on the like 77 and change. So you'd be pretty solid right now. Should be pretty safe, pretty confident. There goes Roku, data boy, uh, up $1,000 on 400 shares. Let me take a 3/4 partial. Yeah, 285. No, 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 no. What is it? Two what? Two what? 215. Woo! I shouldn't have done that right there. We're breaking 134 here. Right here. Roku. Roku. Always coming through. All right. So we banked on all the picks. All the picks. Taking some personal profit myself. I don't know. I took a partial. Hara, hara, hara. Should I take another? Should I hold? Roku, what you doing? I don't really know. All right, so Roku bounced off the S1. All right, we need to figure out the pivot point on this. Okay, we're right here. We're right here. We're right here. That's a tough level to break. 136 is a very hard level to break. Um, let's see. 130. All right, we don't gotta worry about pivot points until 148. But that is a move I can learn to love. I should have averaged down a little. That was my one mistake, is that I didn't average down. Uh, and I bought in too early. But it's not a bad thing to buy in early. You're getting yourself situated in the stock. It's a bad thing if you don't average down. Let me see, what's the mark trade price? What are you gonna do today, Roku? Are you gonna surprise us for once? 135. Okay, we know 136 is what we have to really watch out for. We broke right through 135 with no resistance. I'm getting ready to cash out on this Roku because I don't necessarily trust it that much. I'm out on Roku and maximize sell 85 out on Roku. What do I still have? 100 shares left? Oh, I screwed up my math somehow. Sell. Um, that's it. I'm done with Roku for the day. I don't think Roku's gonna go any higher. I think it's done. Tomorrow it may go past 136, but not today. Not today, boy. Not today. All right, so we did good. Roku. Beautiful. Oh wow. Yeah, I did good on Roku today. Uh, Miramax. Man, had I gotten that, I would have done. AXSM is what we're keeping an eye on, but Roku. Shout out to everybody that bought Roku. Roku dropping one of Roku owned products. So what? Just one, right? Just one? One single one? How could they drop it? Can I, as a private seller, go on and sell that product? What's the product that they're getting rid of there? By the way, guys, look at that. Perfect exit, it seems, until it goes up to 145. Later, and I'm like, God! That's when you have to turn off the screen. That's going to happen a lot in trading. But remember, base hits, base hits, base hits. I don't care if the stock goes up to $1 million. If it, well, $1 million, I there's nothing to hang myself from in here. You know what I mean? But imagine owning a stock and it going to $1 million and you sell it for 60, something like that. What product are they dropping on Roku? Hoo-dee-hoo! This is probably gonna touch that. No, yeah, listen, Roku's the shit because it just is. I watch Apple TV. Well, I do. I have multiple Apple products, but I'm saying a computer. Well, now I'm not gonna buy that little black Apple box TV and then plug it. That's stupid. Now I watch Apple TV straight from my Roku TV. It's just another app on there, another button. Boop, Apple TV. Boop. You know what I mean? Um, but I don't see where it says it's dropping. Hold on, maybe. All right, you want to go ahead and check in with Mr. Hedges, Mr. Tone Hedges. His full, his real name, Tony Alessandro. He has such an Italian name. Uh, Tony Hedges. It's easier to call him that. Oh shoot, you guys won't hear that. I have to. Well, let me see if he wants to be called first. S&P just hit 320, by the way. Big deal. Big deal. All right, we all did good today, right? Everybody did okay. We got Miramax, man. That's a great scalp trade, man. I would put a stop buy over 20, let it go over 20, like 21, sell. It's a little rough though, because yeah, it might break 20. Let me see if he's done with the doctor. This cat's commercial is extremely annoying. Here's AMRN. I know Tony was interested in this. This is where you'd buy it. If it doesn't break that stop, you're at the bottom of the channel. Boom. You can make 2 points on that. SIF, TPC, CAPR. CAPR looks good. Actually, CAPR looks really good. I love stocks rated $1 or 90 cents actually. 90 cents, $1. So this thing hit $1. Normally sits at 151. Right? Let me get a year look on this. This is a stock that's been dying. They did a reverse split. It looks like still dying. Yeah, that's the reverse splits. But it's grabbing attention today. TAOP looks good, up from 50 cents to 64. Looks like you missed the gap on that one. HMI, now it's at 113, 114. It's getting at the top of this VWAP channel here. I don't know. I think it's going to start to pivot down. That's right. Yeah, but some days I hate Roku. But I never, that's the thing. I never bias Roku. Roku always does the same thing. It'd either pop up out the gate, all right? Now, you gotta be very aware of pivots because Roku does follow the pivot points. We were or to pop down. Sometimes it'll pop down and it'll just go down all day. But the fact that we were popping down and Roku was bouncing off the pivot, you know what I mean? I can't tell how much you made, Paven, but I'm assuming it's something. 106, 130, 120, and 135. Nice. Um, Check this out. Let me pop this on real quick. Just a quick news update coming through. I can't find my thing.
Maybe some of the concerns here amongst their current shareholders. Well, it was a large deal for IFF, and you can see the stock is being sold aggressively this morning.
All right, a lot of cross currents in there. Yeah, the proteins and flavors.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's making me hungry.
10 ingredients from either one of those companies,
yeah.
and we did tell people there's a lot of chemicals in there.
Indeed.
It's processed.
Let's get over to Sue Herrera, get a news update this morning. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning, Carl. Good morning, everyone. Here's what's happening at this hour. The House Judiciary Committee releasing a 650-page report detailing its rationale for impeaching President Trump, accusing him of betraying the nation for his own political gain. The House will vote Wednesday on the 2 impeachment articles. The U.S. Special Representative for North Korea, Stephen Begun, meeting with the South Korean President Moon in Seoul. Later, he called on North Korea to return to the negotiation table.
Let me speak directly to our counterparts in North Korea. It is time for us to do our jobs. Let's get this done. We are here, and you know how to reach us.
And a pair of sunglasses that belonged to former Beatle John Lennon sold at auction in London for more than $150,000. They were sold as is. Apparently, one of the earpieces is loose because a screw is missing. And he reportedly left those glasses in the backseat of Ringo Starr's Mercedes in 1968. Didn't bother to go get them. He said he'd just buy another pair. You are up to date. That's the news update this hour. Carl, back to you.
Asset diversification, Sue. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Thanks, Sue. See you later. When we return, former HP CEO Carly Fiorina will join us with her thoughts on the presidential race. First, though, our Elon Moyes live in Sherrill, New York, with a look at what's still ahead in the show. Hey, Elon.
Hey, Carl. Well, there are two prongs to my story, business and politics, and you can find them both right here in this fork. It is stainless steel, and this is the last factory in America that still makes flatware. This plant is about to score big in Washington. Stick with me. I'll tell you all about it coming up next.
What? Did I hear her correctly? I didn't make much today. I don't know. I made 288. Uh, 140, 148. Roku 140. 148 Roku, 148 guarantee. Went all the way to 37. That's where the target should have been. 137. MIRM is done. ASX. This is gonna start pivoting up. AXSM. God damn. I swear I'm not dyslexic, but I always, when I'm saying tickers, will be like AXSM or ASXM. I like it's very easy for me to flip those letters just as I'm saying them or typing them. But I'm not dyslexic. Please, God, don't let me be dyslexic. Not that there's nothing wrong with being dyslexic. My idol, Gary Cohen, is dyslexic. And I've told the story of Gary Cohen many, 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 many times. But Gary Cohen is the example of a real go-getter. This man is dyslexic, okay? And he used to walk around Wall Street
A
unemployed,
fresh salvo
right?
against the wealthy
And
Democratic
he had his
presidential
little
candidates.
thrift shop suit, you know? He had his thrift shop suit and he would go around unemployed. trying to strike conversations with people that look like they had money or were like executives on Wall Street. Anyway, guy gets in a cab one day. He hails a cab to LaGuardia. Gary Cohen's like, "Oh, I'm going to LaGuardia too. You want to share a cab?" Guy's like, "Yeah, sure." So this guy is like, "Hey, yeah, I run this firm, and we're starting an options department." This is back in the '70s when options were coming out, whatever. And we don't have no one to run it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And the guy's like, Gary Cohen goes, "Well, I'm an options professional. Like I know options like my ABC." So anyway, the guy's like, "All right, you seem like a good guy. You know everything about options. Come in on Monday." So that was a Friday. So he had the weekend to learn about options, and he had to read this book. Options as a Strategic Investment by Lawrence G. McMillan. And yeah, this thing is huge and complex. What page did we even open up to? Uh, as you can see, I read it because there's notes in there. But it's huge, complex, and he read it over the weekend. It took me, actually, I can't even say I read the whole thing. You don't need to read the whole thing. It's broken up in sectors. But he read the whole book in a single day, not a single weekend, twice. And so he goes back to the company, whatever, on Monday, blows everybody's nips off, and then ends up becoming CEO of, yes, that company was Goldman Sachs. And he was also the Secretary of Treasury for President Trump until he quit. Yep. What's goody? You wanna? What are you doing? I'm still live, but oh, everything is killing it, bro. Did you see Miramax just hit 2150 again? Just Roku. Roku killed it today though. So, but yeah, nah, that's it. I just called Roku. I also called AXSM. AXSM is going up now too. 75. It's at 78 right now. Yeah, my text alerts, but I bought it at 70, like two or something. Yeah. Well, I already made a whole point off of it. Yeah. 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 I made a full point. Actually, yeah, I made a full point. Well, close enough. But yeah, that thing went up to past 37. Huh? Yeah, well, made like a 2 point move. MIRM made a ridiculous move. The other one that you picked, I think I made a profit off that too. I made like $100 or something. Uh, which one was that? That was B BRM and oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, sorry about that, everybody. I am. I can't believe this stock hit its target. It sold while I was on the phone. Now you gotta, what am I call it? They make it too easy to sell stocks. Well, guys, it's very important to take the course if you want to take the course. Right now, you can get in the chat room for free. We're not charging anything for the chat room, so that's the text alerts. You can also chat through it, and I'm gonna provide that right here. And yeah, so you can join that for free. Um, Now the course is basically you're going to learn Tony's method. He's been trading 22 years. He was a hedge fund manager 11 years, and he uh, he knows his stuff. He's going to teach you a method that is going to amaze you. So you are going to be amazed. It is going to be awesome to you. You are going to be in awe, the same way I was when I first seen the things that he was showing me. I was like, it can't be that easy, but it really is. And evidence of that here today due to our picks. I mean, Roku is my baby stock. That's actually a tradition I've learned from my old mentor. Is to pick one in your first year trading, pick one stock and stick with it. Only trade that stock. So obviously it's not my first year trading anymore, but now I still always have a baby stock. I always have one because I like that getting to know a stock. Every stock is like a dog or a person, even. They got different temperaments, personalities. Roku just happens to be one. I've been with it since its birth. So it's like my child. And I can, I had 60% of my IRA in Roku at one point. Like ridiculous how much faith I have in it because I was like, I know that this is gonna. Anyway, again, here we go. AXSM. Tony said, "Why'd you tell him 75?" I said, "That's my picks. That was my text alerts." I said 75. He said 72. You would have made 10 points off of this already. You would have been able to get that option. Remember, we were looking at the options on those. AXSM. It was trading at about $500 when we were down at 72. Now it's doubled, essentially. So more than doubled. Yeah. So could have made 100% on your money just in about an hour. Not even. Incredible. But anyway, these are all things that can be taught. You're okay. Well, how much does it cost? If you're flying in, yes, you can have the option to fly in, but that you don't have to fly in. We could do it over webinar. He's not doing it that way anymore. It's if you fly in, it's actually a little cheaper for you. We give you a discount, to help cover your traveling expenses. But it's 3,500 by yourself. Okay, if you want to take the course, it's a 5-day course. 2 of those days are going to be teaching the strategy. 3 of those days are going to be trading the strategy with Tony. Now, teaching is very simple. Okay, you have to understand the client in two levels. You have to understand who your client is and his confidence level. And I'm gonna get to that in a second. So it's 35 if you're gonna do it by yourself, or you can choose a trio course. That's where we basically take it and split it three ways between three people. Um, okay, you could see up 10 grand on this already, very easily, very fast. Had I had chosen options instead of purchasing this, I would have made even more. But I'm gonna take my partial here at 80. I forgot how many shares I have. 2,100. So I'll sell 1,600. Tab. Sell. Okay, so now I should have 500 shares left. Um, Yeah, and then yeah, or you could split up the course in three ways. You'll get the same amount of attention. I'll be there at the course more or less just as a facilitator. I might leave in the middle of it. I might not be there. But what's important is after the 2 days of trading is 2 days of training is the 3 days of live trading. That's where you get the real hands-on experience. Um, and it's not done there. You guys are together for life. Like if ever you need to call him, whatever, you can do that. That's no problem. You can pick up the phone, call him, text him, hey, I'm struggling this, that. But there are going to be follow-ups during the first 2 months uh, after the course. And the reason that is okay. Teaching this system or teaching, I guess, trading in general is very easy. You have to understand this. You have to look at one, the person's confidence level and confidence type. There's different types of confidences. And then you have to look at the person's overall type, like who the person actually is. All right, now let me explain. Um, when it comes to who the person actually is, no, let me start with confidence. The two types of confidence types are egotistical confidence and true confidence. I'm gonna start with true confidence. True confidence is like when Tony comes on the phone and is doing his trades, and I'm like, yo, I'll say something, I'll say this, and he'll be like, but you should. He's truly confident in what he's doing. And why is that? Why is he truly confident in what he's doing? Well, I'm gonna explain something to you. Let's look up real quick the definition of confidence. Definition of insanity should be looked at as well. There's a state of feeling. No. All right. She's brimming with yes. Okay. A feeling of self assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's abilities or qualities. A feeling of self assurance due to one's appreciation of their abilities and qualities. So Tony's been doing this so long, he's made people millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars throughout his career, and he has that history that gives him that self assurance and appreciation of his abilities and qualities. So he's truly, or you could say naturally, but truly confident, right? Okay. When it comes to teaching, and I've been doing this about a year now, and I can't tell you about the time how many times I've come across people who have the mindset. They don't even have to say it out loud, but just the mindset of I have done this. Um, no. The mindset's more or less like this. It goes, I'm losing money, but I've made money in the past, so I know I can make money, but I'm going to continue trading the same way I was trading that was losing me money. That mindset is common in about 80% of people who are trading. They're losing, yet they keep going back to trading because they may have made money once. That's egotistical confidence. Or maybe you're typically losing at trading, but you have a spurt of good luck. You have a good week. Now you're confident. No. That's egotistical confidence. That's false pride. You do not have this self assurance of your abilities to have to be truly confident. You could be egotistically confident, but not truly confident. You understand the difference? Once you understand the difference, that is key. Okay, so now, and by the way, the people that say I'm losing, I've made money in the past, I'm gonna keep trading so I can make my money back, blah blah blah. 90% of them blow up their account. Okay. Now, when I see this mindset, and this is from teaching for a while now, I try to break in and say, hey, hello, what you're doing is not working. No, I could do it. I can do it. I can do it. I could do it. Unless you offer to teach them for free, which last I checked, there's a minimum wage in this country. I mean, I'm doing you a service teaching. So unless you offer to do it for free, which in some cases I have, because I've felt so bad and I've seen the potential, the person will be like, no, I can make the money back. I can make the money back. And sometimes it's not even about, egotistical confidence. Sometimes it's sad. Sometimes it's just a matter of desperation or even addiction, gambling addiction. Um, Now, with that being said and understood, unless a person can say, that's why I love brand new traders. Traders that have been trading a year or two terribly, losing with a few wins in there. Um, they're hard, but you want your trader to be an open book. If you have a trader tell you or a student, I do not know anything. I understand simple basics of, how the market works, but I don't know how to make money off of it. That person is moldable, and the teaching strategy is simple. It's all about building confidence, true confidence, not egotistical confidence, true confidence. So, what's the teaching ledger? Well, it starts off, you show them a strategy, a proven strategy. Okay? After you show them the proven strategy, you give them picks for a little bit. Let them make money. Let them taste winning. Now, I know I'm only building his egotistical confidence, and that's okay. That's okay at first. So after he's winning, you pull back your picks. You stop giving that person picks and you say, now you pick. You've already showed him all the tools. He should know how to pick at that point. Then the next step is critique. You criticize them. You have to constructively until they get it down. Now, if they still have that false pride, you have to eradicate that, and that can be done with a simple conversation. You talk to them about false pride. Um, this process typically takes about a month, maybe two, usually two, actually. Usually two, more on the two side. Oh, you'll still see that kind of egotistical confidence from them in the beginning, because a pilot that has flown, you know, 10,000 flights is not going to be as confident as the pilot that's flown 3 or 4 flights. So in the beginning, you see that confidence. Okay, they're getting it, but they could still mess up. About a month, 2 months, you see that true confidence. You hear it in their voice on the phone. So like, what are you doing today? Hey, what are you trading? What are you picking? Oh, blah 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 blah. You look if that matches your stuff. They sound truly confident. Person goes on to be profitable. Mwah, love it. But remember, that client was an open book. He was an open book. You get all sorts of different scenarios where people don't want to let their stuff go. They got old stuff that they might have learned from Joe Schmo or Furu number two, and they're incapable of learning the strategy because they have been conditioned. Once they've been conditioned and you can't uncondition them, it's very hard. It's very hard. That could be an issue that they're just too conditioned, too set in their old ways. Another issue I've had, me being 29, I'm 28 going on 29, a lot of, you know, older folks don't want to listen to the young guy. What's this 28-year-old gonna teach you? Get up. I lived through Vietnam, man. I don't know. I don't know what they think, but you can hear the bias in their voice. Like, you'll be going through that part of the teaching where you're giving them the golden goose and the golden egg. Like, if they just use it, they'll make a fortune. But they're like, yeah, ha, skeptical all along the way. Another problem you might run into, if you remember the beginning of my teaching strategy, it's teach the strategy, give them picks at first. Let's say one of those picks turns south and they lose money. Now they don't have confidence in you. They don't have confidence in me, rather, the teacher. That can be another thing that can set you back. That's why before I take a mentee, anything like that, I like to have a scan with them over the phone. And I've turned down mentees. And I won't take certain people. But that's the teaching process. And in order to learn, you just have to be an open book. Same way Gary Cohn opened this book and became Treasury of the United States CEO of Goldman Sachs. You have to be an open book. That's it. And trust. There has to be a level of trust. All right? There's my consolidarity of teaching trading. And it's been a lovely day. Profitable day. Oh, Roku's now at 137. Knew I should have stayed in that little sucker. I knew it was going to 139 today. Might even go to 140. That was what I sent out on my page, right? It was 140. If you bought those Roku calls Friday, target is 139 today. 139 seems more reasonable. As you can see, it'll get there. All right, guys. Any questions about the group, about confidence, about anything? If you want to join a triple group, you do not have to set it up yourself. You can simply just say, I want to join a triple group. And listen, man, we'll work with you. Prices are negotiable. If, mind you, you have a small account. If you have $150,000 in your account, don't dare try to negotiate. Just go away from me. TLTFF pullback coming up. Still in BNTX. I took $1. Tony's still out of BNTX. I took 50 cents actually, but I could have took $1. AWXS. What is it? AWXS. Aren't I still in one? 88 cup and handle formation here. This is about to shoot into the 80s. Maximize sell. 7 grand on that. Why can't I do this? Every time it gives me a hard time. So what was the total made today here? There we go. Paper. Miram is ridiculous. Look at that thing. Roku, great trade. BMRM only made $84. Money is money. 2,400. And great freaking day today. Clippity clap, clippity clap. Great day. All great picks, Tony. Roku is my baby, of course. Did scare me there for a second, but nothing I couldn't handle. Great, great picks. Any questions? All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. I made it sound like I'm going somewhere. I'll see you tomorrow.